Okay, this is me doing my first Life with Donna. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I've even attempted it a couple times in some sort of like vlog or whatever, but I'm going to tell you what my plans are, and let's see how long I keep it going. So I've just come home from Vegas, had a fabulous time, did 10-hour flight there and back, and would have considered myself a nervous flyer. Still got a little bit panicky with the turbulence coming home, but I'd done it. I also went on a roller coaster, which I didn't think I was ever going to do again, because of how fear has took over as I've got older. And I'd done it. Not going to say I enjoyed it because it petrified me, but I'd done it. And so this video type thing is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and what I want to achieve with it. I thought I'll introduce it. So as a lot of you on Facebook know, I'd done videos for the shop and some other shops and the Christmas thing, and I love doing that, and a few people really enjoyed it, and I love to make other people smile. That's what gets me through life, and I love that, and I love the feeling that it gives me when people respond like that. So this is why this is something I've wanted to do, and I've been thinking about for a couple of years to do some sort of podcast or vlog and things like that. And because I'm not that tech savvy and don't have all the equipment like what I see them using in that, I don't do it. And something that I'm sure we all do is we find excuses not to do things. And it all stems from fear, I think. So I decided last night, I was very tired, got home, couldn't get to sleep, jet lag was doing all sorts, and I watched an interview with an artist called Ren, who is somebody that I'm really into at the moment, probably like on a teen obsessive way. But I was first introduced to his music a few years ago now, when Paige did a cover of his Blind Eyed, and she got really into it, and I used to listen to his music and like it. And then last year he released a song called Hi Ren, and in my eyes it's a complete work of art. It's amazing, but I get that it's not everybody's cup of tea, and some people that I've played it to have said, yeah, it's good, they've not been so wowed by it as I have. So I realised that it's something that hits personally, and those that have been touched personally by it have then gone on to watch a lot more of his other older stuff, myself included, because although, like I say, I first introduced some years back and liked it, I didn't necessarily listen to everything. And then through the High Rem video, because I wanted to see other people who got it like I did, I got into watching reactions on YouTube and discovered the meaning of rabbit hole and all that. And probably for the last 2 or 3 months, all I watch is Ren's music on YouTube and reactors. And then lately, he has done some interviews. And these interviews can go on anything from an hour to nearly 2 hours. And getting to watch these interviews and his outlook, what his views in life and things like that, I realize what, what a very talented guy he is, and how his dreams for what the world should be are exactly the same as mine. So to take inspiration from that, and I've seen lots of people doing it, and then the more I've been watching things and messages and meanings in his songs and other people's interpretations of the songs, and then I watched an interview last night with Rosalie, and I will try and put links on my YouTube channel to this particular one, and talking about this sort of utopia type of vision for the world. And he's right, if more of us think like that, and clearly a lot of people want the same things in life, then we all got to take the steps to do that. This is my little step to do it, because the reasons I wasn't doing it were absolute rubbish. Last year I wanted to do a one-man show of some sort, but I don't really know what it is I want to do. And what I realised whilst I was on Vegas and was doing these videos, and then they're for myself really, it's I narrate my life the whole time. I talk to myself the whole time, and this is all I'm doing, is I'm narrating my life. And some people really enjoy watching these videos, and that in turn, makes me feel good. And it's a constant, if I can make anybody smile for a moment, then job done. So what was stopping me was I didn't really know in what format I want to do that. So this is what I want to do. These stupid little videos that don't have all the equipment. I don't need all that. I can still do what it is I want to do. The other thing that stopped me was that I don't know what it is, some sort of maybe ADHD type gene or something, but I go through fads, and then I don't do it, and then I feel bad because I'm not doing it. Been the same with everything, dieting and anything like that. I hit things 100% and then I burn out. So I think, well, what if I start doing these video things, and then the next day I don't particularly want to do it, or next week or whatever I don't particularly want to do one? Then don't do it, Donna. It's this type of thing that always stops me. I always look for excuses to not do something. And then I wish I had the know-how how to put clips from another video in and things like that. Maybe if I get a bit more into this and I can look up how to do things better. But there were certain quotes in that video that I was watching last night of, that are making me do this now. So if anybody has an hour or whatever time and would like to watch a video of a young man talking about his music and things, it's worth watching. But obviously I love it because I'm obsessed with Ren at the moment. But digressing, that what I'm trying to say is this young man has gone forward with his dreams, and he's struggled. He's got Lyme disease, and there's a lot of things that I could go into. I'm not going to go into because it's not, I'm not going to push my obsession onto people, but he's well worth looking up because he covers all these genres of music at the moment he's doing a hip-hop album, so a lot of his stuff is rap. I never in a million years thought I would be into rap, but through him I found other artists, and I really enjoy some of it now. Music's such a big part of my life, and I would never not listen to something because of it's a certain genre, but I've always been more of a rock chick, I suppose. And then the more you look into his stuff, he plays so many instruments. His acting is amazing. His storytelling, his singing, and he's not afraid to hit hard subjects. And even if you don't agree with what he might be saying, he's doing it. He's saying it, so it makes us think. And particularly since COVID, I have been quite happy to wrap myself in this little bubble in this very small part of the world where I'm very fortunate in, that we don't have a lot of things to worry about. And I think I've gone totally off on one now, and this is what I do. Now, this is where I should pause it and edit it. I don't quite know how to do it now, but I think... oh no, totally gone off track. Can I pause this and maybe put them together? I'm going to have a go. Right. I've sort of looked back. I think I know what I was getting at. So hopefully I can put these two videos together and I haven't just wasted talking all about all that. What I love is that this young man has gone forward with his dreams, and through his dreams and his music and his art, he is inspiring a lot of people. In the grand scheme of things, he's not hitting numbers like, I don't know, whoever the biggest stars are these days. But in this own little way, he's passing forward the people who like him, who like his ethos and his philosophies and things, are then being inspired to do their bit, and the knock-on effect can only be good. And if it only reaches a very few people, it's connecting those few people, because I've now joined like chats on social media and things, and connecting with other people who are saying that they've been inspired to do blah blah blah, art, music, whatever it is in life that they wanted to do. This collective build-up of people are just saying sod it, and are letting go of their fears and doing things. And I feel it's all come from this, from our connection through Ren. So it just knocks on, and this place of just wanting simple things in life that can make us happy, and not concentrating. There's so much shit in the world, and it's there, but we concentrate too much on that. And he was talking about this a lot last night in the interview that I was watching. And that's what's made me do this today, because if I can just take a few minutes out somebody's day, because they're watching this, they're not concentrating on something that, could be really bad going on or whatever. And I've had a lot of times in my life when, it's dark times. Those that know me, obviously, I've lost people that have been massive in my life, but through it all, I said something the other day. I was talking with Paige, and I said, you know, I've never really been sad in life. And I'm really appreciative to be able to say that, because I have the ability to see a positive side in most things. And I know that some people aren't able to do that. And, you know, whatever they might be going through or whatever at that time, I'm so thankful that I've always been able to lift myself out of that. And that I do the whole fake it till you make it. And I know I'll get there in the end. And going back to the High Ren song, the light and dark of life, I feel that, you know, I've had some very dark moments, and it will never go back to how life was before Tammy died or things like that. It changes, and, you know, there's always a light to dance in, and I just like to find that. And if I can help somebody else find that by talking about utter rubbish sometimes, then that's what I'm going to do. So this is obviously my introduction of saying who I am, what it is I want to do. How I'm going to do it is these little videos. And if it just makes one person smile, great. It's made me smile doing it. Great. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. So, what I want to do is just every now and then, I've come out in the car because then I can talk freely and not feel stupid. And I can come out in my car and do this little type thing. And I'll just talk about whatever it is I feel like talking about that day. And somewhere along the line, someone might connect with it. And just this collective way of building people up and just helping others in life, just to it not feel so despairing all the time, and to try and look for more positives. If I can just pass that on to anybody, then great. That's what it is I want to do. And it's through these videos that I'm probably going to do it. On another note, I get to the end of these things and I don't know how to, start feeling silly. I'm now starting to feel silly. I know I'm going to do this video. I'm probably going to then send it to Paige and my nieces and whatever, and say, you know, do I look stupid and that? And they're all going to say, no, great. And then I'll probably debate for a while whether I'll post it or not. Or I might just say sod it and edit it together if the two videos will go together. Otherwise it'll be 2 parts. And do it and thing and see if anybody wants me to do another one. I don't know. I don't know what I want to achieve from it, apart from I would like to make somebody smile today. And if I've made you smile, great. Let's leave it there, shall we? See what happens. Woo. Okay, so it was meant to be the end. But then I started to drive home and thought, oh, I haven't said this and I haven't said that. So the biggest thing that has stopped me ever doing this, like I say, is fear. And it's because I always think, what the hell are people going to say? Who does she think she is doing this? Who the hell wants to listen to her? That is what stopped me all this time from doing it. So if people think that, then that's okay. I'm okay with that. But there'll be somebody who doesn't think that. That's who I'm doing this for. And, yeah. Oh, God, I don't know. Am I really doing this? This is exactly what I'm talking about. And it's probably all this sort of crap that I should be pausing and not saying. And this is when I start rambling. But I think this is probably why I like watching reaction things and that, because they're honest, and that is what's connected to me, because I'm like, everybody has these fears. And that's what stopped me. But I'm enjoying watching other people who have the same sort of fears. That's why I'm doing it. Now I don't know how to end it again, do I? Because I noticed on a lot of videos I do this stupid at the end. I'm really trying hard not to do that. So, how can I end it?